still getting a standing ovation from this crowd. Certainly was close as you can be to winning this matchup.
Introducing first.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue the action here at BPW Trial by Combat. And we have Murdaloso Carlos set to do battle.
El Loco, El Gato, Carlos.
And Loso has been very impressive here in Battlefield. This guy's got a lot of athleticism. He's got a lot of heart. He might have an attitude, but sometimes Luca Brasi, an attitude gets you W's in this business.
And sometimes an attitude gets you a couple L's in this business.
Absolutely.
So let's just see what this kid can do.
Well, Murdaloso's got a huge challenge ahead of him as the fan favorite, set to get himself out here. Carnage, the fan favorite and the crowd making sure they let you know that.
It is the self-proclaimed fan favorite, RJ Carnage, former Futures champion. Tell you what, RJ, you caused some carnage. I've seen this kid do battle with Phil Insane. I've seen him go toe-to-toe with Owen Jacobs. But now he's got a new challenge in Carlos, El Loso Carlos. Let's see if RJ can bring the noise.
And RJ was very close to winning the BPW Rumble this past Sunday, was the final four for that championship, obviously eventually won by Joey Closer. Murdaloso, last time we saw him, was also in the BPW Rumble, eliminated by one Tommy Invincible, but that does not matter tonight. We will see RJ Carnage and Murdaloso do battle.
For the first time ever. Let's see if it's the last time.
And Loso, shoulder tackle, kip up, right back to his feet.
Loso showing whatever you can do, I can do too.
Loso, leapfrog, RJ leapfrog, and Loso. Nice arm drag by RJ. And Luca, this match is about quickness, about speed, about agility, athleticism. Who is better in the ring when it comes to that? RJ gonna show some athleticism right here. Big time PK kick. Down goes Loso. Up is RJ.
Up is RJ, down is Loso. Loso's gonna have to do something special here.
Yeah.
Because again, I've rarely seen this kid. I know he wants it.
Loso able to cut RJ Carnage down. RJ went for a springboard. Loso rolling underneath it. Big elbow to put RJ down.
Saw a quick opening, threw in the elbow, and it capitalized on it. So far, not a bad move.
And Loso pulling the hair of RJ Carnage as he's on the apron. And as we said, Loso, a big time attitude, making sure referee Steven Z gets some of it.
He had no problem telling referee Steven Z that he was in need of a tic tac.
Now this is exactly what Loso wanted to do. Make sure RJ can't do any sort of flying. Make sure RJ can't do any sort of running. And that was
It looks like Carlos is here for a fight. He doesn't want to wrestle. He wants to fight. And it looks like RJ wants to wrestle. So let's see where this goes.
That's Carlos' MO. He's always been a fighter. Fought a lot on the streets in Allentown. He said he's been a survivor his whole life. And RJ Carnage giving him a couple of boots in the corner. Carnage on that second rope. And Loso, like a cat, skimming up the top rope. And now big time super X scissor off the top by Loso.
Loso might have just won me over with that athleticism. You know what? I want to see more.
Loso went for a clothesline. RJ ducking underneath it. and a German suplex, almost landing Loso on his neck. Did land Loso on his neck. Now both men down. And in this kind of match, these two men are speedy, quick agility. The first man to get back to his feet has the offensive advantage, and it is Carnage. And oh, Loso catching RJ, putting him down. Santa Maria. That's his finish, and Carnage is able to kick out.
The Santa Maria just started sinking.
And maybe RJ got a little too carried away, got caught in that Santa Maria. And Loso needs to keep his attention on RJ, talking too much trash to the crowd below. And this is a mistake. Certainly, you don't want a guy like RJ, as speedy as he is, to get up and do things like this. And RJ tried to get up.
Is RJ going for a Spanish fly?
Whoa. Oh my God.
Oh my God. RJ just went high risk and it paid off.
A top rope Spanish fly by RJ Carnage. But notice RJ can't capitalize. He can't get a cover.
I'd like to see you capitalize on that.
Well,
a Spanish fly, that was unbelievable.
Even though that move is offensively in the advantage of RJ, it does hurt doing that backflip and going down on the mat. And Carnage and Loso back to their feet, trading right hands.
1, 2, back and forth.
RJ able to get a reversal. Big shots, Irish whip, reversal by Loso. And RJ sling blade. And Loso in a world of hurt. And RJ with a big shining wizard to the back of the head. Carnage wasting no time going up.
Is he going for that 450?
I think he is.
This could be it.
450 splash on the money. It is a count and a W.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. Down goes Frazier.
RJ Carnage able to capitalize after the Spanish fly, put a couple of big-time moves on Loso, and go up top to finish it with a 450. And RJ, a huge victory here tonight.
That difference maker, 100% was that top rope Spanish fly.
For sure.
But what an impact! What an absolute impact! These two went the distance today. I'll tell you what, Loso, you won me over. I'd like to see more of you. RJ, you brought the noise. Good job, kid. That was one hell of a match. You got to give it to these two.
RJ, as impressive as ever. The fan favorite, a huge W here at BPW Trial by Combat.